Greetings fellow tank commanders. In this video I'm going to be showing you two games that I played in the WZ-113G FT. This is a tier 10 Chinese tech tree tank destroyer armed with a 152mm cannon. The game I'm playing is a standard battle on Arctic region, with 4 tier 10s and 1 artillery on each team. For this game my tank is equipped with a gun rammer, enhanced gun laying drive, and improved ventilation, and I'm using a Chinese crew which has 4 crew skills and perks. I didn't really have a good start to the game, got instantly spotted out from my sniping position, and since my light tank teammate just destroyed himself, it's only going to get worse from here. So I decided to move forward and do a bit more of the work myself. There's not that many tier 10s in this game, so I can get away with being a little more aggressive. This Chinese tank performs pretty well when moving forward. I really don't want to get pinned down here. There are no targets to shoot at, so I'm going to take a chance and try to cross here. I almost took a hit crossing there, but luck was on my side. Looks like I arrived just in time. A tortoise crossing the open area, that'll be some good hit points to farm up. That's not something you see every day. I didn't have any immediate targets and I didn't really want to overuse that position, so I'm going to see if I can start sweeping around this flank, which is pretty much open. I don't have any direct team support, so I'll have to be a little careful till I know what I'm dealing with over here. I didn't really want to wait around all day for that bat chat to come out from sniping, so since there's still no activity from this far right side, I'm just going to keep moving forward here. This is a pretty funny shot here, so I'm going to slow it down. It looks like my shell passes between the T-92 and its shovel. I definitely should have let him a little bit more, but that was still pretty hilarious. No luck on that first shot, but I'm going to switch my HEs here to try and make up for it. My team has been wiped out on the AB flank, so now the enemies can start to fall back, and that turns this from a flanking maneuver into a final stand. That worked out well. It was a little awkward there to try and find a shot on the T-92 without exposing myself to a shotgun. I could have just stayed on top of this hill and went full final stand mode, but there's so many enemies back at my base, they're probably just going to choose to cap me out, so I'm going to take a little offensive initiative here on this pattern. And now that tank destroyer's back. I probably should have aimed that shot better. Now I'm gonna pay for it. That's gonna cost me big. Nothing like a bit of endgame panic. Now that that patent's out, I just have to worry about this tank destroyer. I've probably only got one good shot left in me, so I've switched to my HE shells for maximum damage. .991, not a bad roll. That was a bit of an awkward game. It's not easy to go that aggressive with a turretless tank destroyer without any direct team support, but it turned out pretty well. And there goes my last teammate. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how I did. For this game I earned 29,000 silver without any multipliers and 4,146 experience with a 2x multiplier. In this game I dealt 6,929 damage, assisted with 121 damage, and destroyed 5 enemies while blocking 3,090 damage. This earned me high caliber and a mastery badge first class. I placed at the top of my team, earning a base XP of 883. I'm happy with that for a defeat. I managed to hit 12 of my 16 shots and penetrate 11 of those. In terms of crew and module damage, I damaged the engine in the T-28, damaged the ammunition in the M46 Patton, damaged the ammunition and injured the commander in the AMX-1390, and damaged the engine and gun and injured the loader in the Waffenträger Panzer IV. This second game I'm playing is a standard battle on Ensk Wharf, with 10 tier 10s on each team and no artillery. I am using the same equipment and crew for this game. Once again, a pretty bad start to the game. My initial sniping position didn't pay off at all, so when I saw a good amount of teammates along the 9-0 line, I went into support. With so many tier 10s in the game, I didn't think I'd be that valuable fighting alongside my heavy tank teammates in the city. Not a bad trade there. Now I'm going to see if I can move up and support my teammates. That T-110E3 ruins my opportunity to do a proper flanking maneuver though. I'd rather not try and trade shots with him. He's likely to get the better of it. Another shot only dealing track damage to the IS-4. That's painful. But at least my teammates managed to take him out and I get assisted damage for it. And that's exactly what I was trying to avoid earlier. A careless mistake. The enemy's got a bit of advantage here, so I don't want to get too aggressive on my own. I want to just stick with my teammates to avoid giving the enemy any easy kills. Since I bounced my first shot, I switched to a heat round that time. Since the enemy has fallen back, my teammate medium tank is now quite overextended, so I'm just going to try and overwatch him, keeping him alive for as long as possible and taking advantage of his distraction. I'm making sure to hide behind this house as best I can in between my reload. I can't give the enemy any easy shots since I don't have hit points to spare now. That was a perfect position to track the Super Conqueror, but unfortunately my teammates can't get a shot. I initially switched to an HE to try and get a shot on that Super Conqueror's turret, but once I saw the enemy starting to move up on the left, I switched back to my AP. Looks like I should have stuck with the HE. I reloaded just in time before he made cover, and he definitely burned his repair kit on that one. I'm not sure where that Death Star snapshot went, but I am not complaining. And now I've got a flanker to worry about. This Chinese tank destroyer's got some good speed and track traverse, so it doesn't function too bad in these close quarters chasing situations, which gives it a little more tactical flexibility than the Tier 9 had. I would have much rather the 384 damage to finish off the E4, but I can't blame my teammate, he was just trying to stay alive. Let's see if my T-34 teammate can take out the Super Conqueror. It wasn't the perfect position to be doing it in, but the T-34 managed to side scrape, and that's a really important kill at this stage in the game. So I made sure to ping the map as a little congratulations for him. If these tank destroyers had have gotten aggressive together, they probably could have taken out the M103 without too much trouble, but that M103 had me worried for a bit there. And that little pincer move gives us the win. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how I did. For this game I earned 29,000 silver and 5,074 experience with a 2x daily bonus. In this game I dealt 5,290 damage, assisted with 668 damage and destroyed 5 enemies while blocking 2,430 damage. This earned me a Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. I got a lot of extra credit there since most of the battle was made up of Tier 10s. I placed second on my team, earning a base XP of 1,691. I managed to hit 14 of my 15 shots and penetrate 10 of those. A great game by my T-34 teammate, bringing in 1,938 base XP. He definitely had a good endgame, so I'm glad he placed well for it. In terms of crew and module damage, I destroyed the fuel tank and the Death Star, and damaged the ammunition and destroyed the turret and Well, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing those two games with the WZ-113 GFT. A lot of the times with tank destroyers you can end up in really passive situations, spending a lot of time just countering the enemy's assaults. So it's fun when you get some different scenarios like this where you have to use the tank destroyer in a bit of a different way. Stay tuned for more awesome World of Tanks videos.